Hello gamers, my name is Seadude Gamer and welcome to day 2 of the Oath of the Gatewatch spoiler season. Couple of things before we truly get into the cards. Wizards likes to not only spoil cards on their sites but on affiliated magic themed websites such as Channel Fireball, Star City Games. So at the start of each day I'm going to go through the cards that were spoiled on other sites because it's easier for me to do it that way rather than tracking them down on the day, going to all these different websites. It becomes a bit messy. It's easier to just go to one place, get all the cards for that day. If I miss some, next day I can grab them. Anyways, let's get right into it with Stonehaven Outfitter. 1 and a white for a 2/2 core artificer ally that has equipped creatures you control get +1/+1, and whenever an equipped creature you control dies, draw a card. This card doesn't seem terrible, but there's not that much it can work with at the moment. Now, this is just coming from a drafting standpoint. I'm sure in like modern limited, modern constructed, that this could be very well done, but at the moment all we have is the Hedron Blade, the Pathway Arrows, and the Slab Hammer. And none of those are really that good with this card. I mean, the Slab Hammer, that's fair enough. I guess if you wanted to swing a creature with a Hedron Blade into a bunch of Eldrazi to kill it and draw a card, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the second part of that is probably the most exciting bit, because if you equip your big threat and they kill it, at least you still get to draw a card from it, I guess. But yeah, it's not bad, but we'll see what other equipment comes out for Oath of the Gatewatch. But moving on, we have our one land to spoil today, Ruins of Oran-Rief. Ruins of Oran-Rief enters the battlefield tapped. It taps to add colorless mana to your mana pool, 1 colorless mana, and you can tap to put a +1/+1 counter on target colorless creature that entered the battlefield this turn. This is interesting. It can either bring out your colorless dudes, or pump up your colorless dudes, but only if they entered the battlefield that turn. So yeah, I like this card. This is sneaky. I like it. And it actually is a bit of a throwback to another card, Oran-Rief the Vastwood, which enters the battlefield tapped, adds a single green to your mana pool, and taps to put a +1/+1 counter on each green creature that entered the battlefield this turn. So it's not quite the same, but it's still pretty good. I can definitely see that pumping up, oh I don't know, an 8/9 Trampler when it enters the battlefield. So yeah, it seems pretty good. Moving on to our legendary creature that we're spoiling today, Ayli Eternal Pilgrim. Ayli, I'm not sure. That's up for debate at the moment. It is a white and a black for a 2/3 legendary core cleric with Death Touch. Okay, that's not bad. You can pay a single generic mana and sacrifice another creature to gain life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. Yeah, that's alright. That goes into a couple of already pre-existing archetypes at the moment. I can definitely see that doing some work in Limited. But you can also pay 1 generic, 1 white, and 1 black, and sacrifice another creature to exile target non-land permanent. Activate this ability only if you have at least 10 life more than your starting life total. So yeah, that's pretty good. Instant speed, just get rid of a thing. It's just like, oh, you have a planeswalker, bye-bye. Oh, an enchantment, no. Artifact, but good, nope. It's like, oh hey, Ulamog, bye-bye, Ulamog. Yeah, so, yeah. It's pretty good. And for the low cost of 3 mana and a creature, which, if you're playing, I don't know, aristocrats, seems to be pretty easy. I'm very happy with what this card does, and I'm looking forward to playing this in whatever deck I build to put this card in. And our final new card for the day, yes, it's going to be a quick one today, is Immolating Glare. Now you might notice that this card real fancy, and if you actually look at this, this looks like Kozilek is being immolated, and that bodes well for the fate of the Zendikari. I think that's how that is worded. But Immolating Glare, 1 white for an instant, destroy target attacking creature. So yes, flavor-wise, this can in fact get rid of Kozilek. And with that art, I sincerely hope it happens, because I always root for the little guy, and the Eldrazi are pretty freaking huge. So yeah, that's all of our new cards, but we do have a couple of promos to show off. We will start it off with the Endbringer that I showed you yesterday. We have a promo for the launch day. So if you go to your local game store on launch day, that is not the pre-release, that is launch day, you can get this card for doing something. I'm not entirely sure how the launch day events work. Oh well. We also have our Buy a Box promo, which is the Goblin Dark Dwellers. They seem to like having goblins as their Buy a Box promos. For M15 they had the Goblin Rabble Master, and that went on to be a pretty good card, I feel. I'm a big fan of him. But we will see how this card goes. I've already been pretty hyped up about it, but yeah, it's our Buy a Box promo. And our final promo is Jory N. Ruin Diver, which is the card you get for placing in the top 8 at your game day event. And this card looks so fancy. But yeah, that's all we have for today. I will see you tomorrow for all the cards I missed from today, and all of the cards that are spoiled tomorrow. So I will see you then. Bye bye.